Ladies and gentlemen, former Migori Governor Okoth Obado officially joined UDA party today. He was actually received into the party during an event where over 47 county coordinators were meeting at Weston Hotel. He was received by the Secretary General, Cleophas Malala, and Rigathi Gachagua. And because in politics nothing happens out of mere coincidence, I want us to look at why Okoth Obado officially joined UDA party. Because from the face value, he joined it today. But Okoth Obado has been a member of UDA, including campaigning for UDA party in the last general election. But today, for the first time, he made that bold move. What motivated his action? And what is William Ruto's game plan? Because again, for those who've been studying William Ruto, he has a clear plan and strategy on how he's going to approach Nyanza politics. Everybody who is opposed to Raila Odinga, who was either independent, hiding behind some small political parties, all those people are now being told to join UDA party. So which means in Nyanza, there's high chance that we are no longer going to have independent parties or candidates. We are not going to have these small parties, green parties and blah, blah. We are only going to have ODM and UDA. And William Ruto's strategy for Nyanza, in my view, I think is trying to do what he did to Uhuru Kenyatta in the mountain. The question is, can William Ruto succeed in wresting the control of Nyanza from the grip of Raila Odinga the way he did in the mountain to Uhuru Kenyatta? Maybe we'll need to figure out in another video William Ruto's game plan. But let us now focus on the latest move by Okoth Obado to finally join UDA party. For us to understand all those, let us understand who Okoth Obado is. Let us go back to 2013. In 2013, a little known teacher who was involved in sugar union shocked the entire country by winning the Migori gubernatorial seat on a little known political party, PDP. That little known teacher was none other than Okoth Obado. He defeated one of the renowned professors in the Republic of Kenya, Professor Okongo Oyugi, who was the ODM candidate. Up to now, most people are still unable to understand how he did it. As fate would have it, governors, because by that time, 2013, most people did not really understood the power and the influence of governors. Within no time, Okoth Obado stamped his authority in Migori politics. As you are heading towards 2017 election, Okoth Obado figured out that it was not going to be possible for him to win again or to be lucky a second time on PDP. He had the money, he had the power, he had a bit of the people, but there was that fear in him. So he decided to defend his seat on ODM party. And because he had the power, he had the money, Okoth Obado was able to buy his way out within the ODM systems. And that's how he ended up winning in 2017. As fate would have it, governors only serves 2 terms. So the BBI came up, and by that time, Okoth Obado had so much on his back. He had the case of Sharon Otieno, he had the corruption allegations on him. So when BBI came up, Okoth Obado joined it. Clearly, he joined it because he wanted to be the regional governor. Because by that time, there was this talk of regional governors. So he wanted to be the regional governor. If not, he wanted to become the member of parliament for Uriri constituency or a senator. And then his prayer was that he was going to be appointed member of the cabinet, because there were proposals that the cabinet was going to come from parliament in the BBI. So that did not happen because BBI failed and Okoth Obado supported William Ruto's bid. And it was expected that Okoth Obado was going to be appointed to the cabinet or to be a member of the cabinet in William Ruto's government. Again, that did not happen. Along the way, when 50 Chief Administrative Secretary CAS were being appointed, Obado topped the list of the expectations. Again, he did not get appointment. And it became clear that probably the reason Okoth Obado was not appointed was because of the fact that he had not officially been forced to put on the yellow UDA colors. Because everybody from Nyanza had 3 people, Oota, Kidero, and Nicholas Gumbo Wajakoya. All the 3 officially defected and they put on the yellow t-shirt. Okoth Obado had not done that. So that's why when I saw Okoth Obado joining UDA today, I really figured out what would be his interest. Because if you look at even the way the CAS were distributed, 3 of them, nobody from Migori. Why? Siaya has 2, while Migori none. Probably because of the issues of Sharon and the corruption, but I don't think Ruto cares about those. So in this video, I want us to look at why Okoth Obado finally decided to join UDA. Before you do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or 2, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is now. Let us get back to the main issue. Why do you think Okoth Obado finally decided to join UDA party? Number 1, Okoth Obado is going to join government. I'm foreseeing William Ruto either reshuffling his cabinet, making changes in the CAS, or making some appointments in ambassador or some boards. So the next appointment which William Ruto is going to make, Okoth Obado is going to be one of them. Because William Ruto has decided that for Nyanza, he's going to work with those who are opposed to Raila Odinga. And he's going to appoint them to government. And they're going to be allowed to play politics. So which means in Nyanza, if you come from Nyanza and you want to get government appointment, the first qualification is that you must join UDA. Not Kenya Kwanza. You can't go through Ford Kenya. It has to be UDA. So you put on that t-shirt, then you put on the cap. Then the next day appointments will be made, and Okoth Obado will be one of them. So that's number 1. Number 2, I'm also figuring out that William Ruto has a strategy on how he wants or plan to divide Nyanza. And his strategy is that he's going to divide Nyanza into South and Central. Where South is Homa Bay, Migori, Kuria, Kisii, Nyamira. Central, Kisumu, Siaya. Is he going to succeed? I don't know. Because one of the most difficult things to do is to divide Luo Nyanza. Most people don't understand that. And I like giving the case of Kidero. Kidero is their game. So when you talk of game from Rangwe in Homa Bay, then there is a game in Siaya. When you talk of Ochilo, for example, I think it's a Jasakwa. In Migori, then there's another Sakwa in Siaya. It's very difficult. That's why when Obama issue came up, you saw the guys from Kogelo, I think from somewhere in Homa Bay, coming to Alego. They're related. But his strategy, he wants to use Kidero and Obado to deal with Raila in South Nyanza. Then his strategy then comes to Kisumu, where he has identified Oota, because he wants to use Kano. He wants Oota, Rangoma, with the help of Ojiata. Then now in Siaya, he's hoping that it's going to be difficult, but he's hoping to have Owalo and Gumbo deal with that part of the country, because his projections are not high. He just anticipates to get some votes, let's say 20% of the votes. But can he succeed in dividing Nyanza? That is why Obado has officially joined UDA. Number 3, perceptional politics. William Ruto has already begun his 2022 re-election campaigns. Raila Odinga, Azimio are still sleeping. They are still even undecided whether Raila should support Kalonzo or not. And because politics is a game of perception, the fact that Obado, Obado was in Kenya Kwanza, not news. But the fact that he can be unveiled as a new defection in a high-profile event means that these guys just wanted to send a perception. And number 4, I also tend to think that Ruto is keen on consolidating his UDA in Nyanza. The fact is, in Nyanza, previously there was fear. How do you sell UDA? So those who were in UDA were not keen on coming out openly. So they would hide behind small political parties or hide behind independents, someone like Kidero, someone like Gumbo. Their hearts were in UDA, but they couldn't. So this time around, I think they have decided that we want to go as UDA. Mapema ndio best. So that if I'm Gumbo and I'm coming to you to ask for your votes, I'm going to come to you to ask for your votes for my bid and that of William Ruto. By that, they'll be consolidating. So that if there are people who are not comfortable supporting them, those people will take their space. And number 5, in my view, I think it's all about Raila Odinga's succession politics. I think William Ruto might be keen on determining who is going to succeed Raila Odinga. So he's still experimenting. On his side, he has Owalo, who is now the main guy there. Then he's gambling with Kidero, and now Obado. On Raila Odinga's side, I think Babu Owino has already taken the thing. Babu Owino atararua watu baya sana. And lastly, William Ruto is also keen on sending a message to Raila's strongholds about his reward system. That his reward system is actually working. Raila Odinga has always been accused of shoddy reward system. That you can support Raila Odinga, and when the time for reward comes, he considers several things. The face of Kenya. He will consider, you might just lose out because you are a Luo. You might just lose out because you are not qualified. William Ruto is proving that indeed his reward system is working. And he hopes that by having Obado on his side and appointing him, will persuade others to also come and join UDA party. I don't know what you think. That's my take. Thank you guys, and may you have a good day. Bye-bye.